On July 9, 2009, hundreds of Americans gathered in Freedom Plaza in Washington, D.C., many of Iranian descent, to show solidarity with the Iranian people in their struggle for democracy and human rights. A Facebook group known as Iranian American Youth organized the rally, and VR was there to capture some footage of it.
Well, we'd like to thank you all for coming, and I'd just like to say a few words on behalf of our group. 10 years ago, on the 9th of July, Iranian students mobilized to demand an end to oppression. They poured into the streets, sparking a number of massive protests against a government they perceived to be excessively corrupt and authoritarian. Within days, however, their movement was crushed. The students were dismissed, silenced, and brutally punished. The efforts and sacrifices of that last generation of Iranian students will never be forgotten. The day they set out to take back their country, now infamously known by its date in the Persian calendar, Hijjah-e-Tir, has become a symbol of the Iranian movement for freedom. In commemoration of the 18th of Tir, or 9th of July, we gather here today for a peaceful protest, a show of solidarity with the people of Iran. Now, more than ever, the people of Iran need to see and hear our support. Now, more than ever, the people of the world must know of the atrocities and crimes committed by the Islamic Republic against its own people. Yes. Yes. This event was organized by the Iranian American Youth, an informal social network of concerned citizens dedicated to provide moral support for and drawing the world's attention to the struggles of the protesters, the activists, and the freedom seekers for Iran.
We don't want our votes back. We want our country back.
We don't want our votes back. We want our country back.
We don't want our votes back. We want our country back.
We don't want our votes back. We want our country back.
We don't want our votes back. We want our country back.
We don't want our votes back. We want our country back.
Down with the dictator.
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 آزادی اندیشه با دیکتاتور نمیشه.
آزادی اندیشه با دیکتاتور نمیشه.
Hi, today we're here in Washington, D.C. We've got a rally going on. Tell everybody what's happening here.
We are gathered here today to commemorate the 10-year anniversary of what's called the 18th of Tir, Hijjah-e-Tir, which is the 10-year anniversary of a student movement that happened in Iran 10 years ago. It's when the students rebelled against the government, the current government, and then they were imprisoned, beaten, tortured, and who knows what else. So today is the 10th anniversary, and my group is called the Iranian American Group. We started honestly just a week ago. We're up to 1,000 members. We're on Facebook right now. And we started basically when the election crisis happened in Iran and the people's voices and votes were taken from them unfairly. So we're here today really for two reasons: for the 10-year anniversary of the Hijjah-e-Tir and also for freedom in our country.
So what do you exactly want? There's two different groups that you're trying to talk to over there. First of all, what do you want the people in the streets to know?
We want the people in Iran to know that we hear them and we support them. Even though we're not there with them, we will be their voices here in the U.S., in the entire world. We want them to know that we hear them and we are doing everything we can for them here. And we want the people here to not forget what is going on in Iran. I mean, there was so much media focus on Iran, and then with other things that have happened, Iran has kind of slowly faded away. But everything is, it's vital that everyone still pays attention to what's going on in Iran. There's people dying, there's people being beaten. Their voices really just need to be heard.
And what do you want the leadership to know?
The leadership in Iran just needs to stop and listen to their people. That's why they're there. They were put there by the people, for the people, and they're just ignoring them. And I mean, again, I don't live live in Iran. I'm just going to be their voices. Whatever the people in Iran want, that's what I want for them. So I will fight for that for them.
Now, if you were talking directly to the militia there and the Revolutionary Guard, what would you tell them about what you want them to do or not do?
I would tell them that they need to not forget that they are Iranian too. These are their people. By hurting them, they're hurting themselves, and they need to stop.
Now, it seems like there's a lot of women here today, and the women have really taken a lead, and we had the terrible tragedy that happened to Neda, and I'd like you to kind of expound upon what's happening here, where the women have really taken the lead.
I think women are behind every strong movement, honestly. I think we're very good at standing up for what we believe in. We're a bit emotional, but I think that helps in this sort of situation. So, I mean, what happened with Neda is just awful. She's become a symbol of what's going on in Iran. I mean, that's happened so many times, and the world has seen that, so now they've kind of realized what is going on in Iran. And I think women have taken a big stand, and women are the ones who are being oppressed majorly in Iran right now, so it's kind of ironic.
So today in Iran there were more protests. I saw them, and it seemed like there was a little more restraint from the authorities, although there was some violence. Can you talk about that a little bit?
I only honestly know what's going on like you do because I watch the news, but what I've come to understand, I think, is that, again, between the police and some of the Revolutionary Guard, some of them are kind of stepping back and saying we don't want to hurt our own people. They're starting to realize that this government is putting them against their own people, and I think that's what's happening. But again, that's my assumption.
There's kind of this new media of this Iranian revolution with Twitter and Facebook and YouTube and MySpace and all that. Can you talk about that and what the importance is here and what you'd like to see this blossom into even more?
No, I think that the kids in Iran are so smart and ahead of the game. I mean, they found any way that they could communicate with the world, and they took total advantage of it. I mean, it's unbelievable. Twitter, I never even used to use it, and now I use it just to know what's going on in my country. So I think the world has finally realized what a big impact technology can play in essentially a revolution.
Is there anything that you're asking people in general to do to help support this cause?
I think that people just need to be aware. They need to pay attention to the news. They need to just know what's going on around them. Please don't close your eyes to what's going on just because you don't live in that country. I mean, for any country, just because you live here and you're safe, these are people. We all live in this world, so we all need to unite to help others.
Now, are the people still having trouble communicating over there?
Absolutely.
I mean, is the internet still shut?
The internet is slow. Their text messages are shut down once in a while. I don't think that they can call out, really. Any communications I've had has been through chance, like, we'll call randomly when it's quiet and someone will pick up, or online for a few minutes. So.
All right. Is there anything that we can do to help get this message out other than what we're doing?
No, I think this is amazing, and I really thank you for it. We really appreciate all that you're doing.
All right. Thanks so much.
Do you speak Persian by chance?
I do.
Do you want to say a message in Persian to the Iranian people by chance in case they get on YouTube and see this?
به همه تو ایران ما صداتون رو میشنویم و ما اینجا داریم سعی میکنیم صداتون رو بلندتر به دنیا و آمریکا که اونا بشنون. خیلی دوستتون داریم و دلمون میخواست پیش شما بودیم الان. زنده باد ایران. Thank you.
Can you tell me what you said?
Yeah, I just said that we hear you and we are trying to get your voice across louder in the U.S. and in the entire world, and live long Iran. Long live Iran.
چاره کنه کی میتونه جز من و تو درد ما رو چاره کنه همه یار دبستانی من با من و همراه منی شوب الف بر سر ما بغض من و آه منی دوباره شده اسمت من و تو رو سر این تخت سیاه ترکه بیداد و ستم مونده هنوز رو تر ما دشت بی فرهنگی ما هرزه تمومه علفاش خوب اگه خوب بد اگه بد مرده دلای آدماش دست